We have started a tradition at the class reunion banquet to have some remarks from the immediate past Rotary International Director from Zones 30 and 31. So I want to introduce to you tonight our immediate past director. I want to say a few things about her before she comes out and share some reflections. Now, Karen loved to put me in my place. You're not director yet, Greg. Karen has been, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Rotarians and guests, a mentor to me and a friend. For that, I am very grateful. During her 2 years on the board, Karen had some very difficult and tough assignments and carried them out so well. She chaired the North American Rezoning Committee, which was a really difficult process. She chaired and continues to chair the Districting Committee of Rotary International. She was board liaison in her second year to the trustees, a very important assignment. I have found, and I know, Karen is capable, competent, precise, and prepared. She has served us so very well and served on the board so very, very well. Her husband, Ron Apoon, has been by her side, as you know, for these many, many years. Her driver and bag boy and luggage carrier, Ron, we are so grateful to what you've done to take care of our wonderful immediate past director. So, ladies and gentlemen, from the Rotary Club of Maryville, Alcoa, Tennessee, please welcome Karen Wentz.
Wow. I introduced her to my loved one. Thank you, Heart of America. Thank you for the privilege of serving as your director these past 2 years. I want to thank Director Greg for giving me a few minutes of time to reflect on the 2 years I served as your director and the year before as director-elect, when a good deal of the orientation and planning took place. There are 1.2 million Rotarians in the world serving humanity every day, making a difference every day. And I was given the extraordinary opportunity to serve Rotary in a different way these past 2 years, through governance of our organization and by encouraging and motivating Rotarians, especially in our 2 zones. I am very proud to have been the 8th woman to have been nominated and elected to our board of directors. And I follow an extraordinary line of directors from the heart of America, 4 of whom have gone on to serve as president of Rotary International, with another one on deck. I am deeply grateful to each of them for their guidance and wisdom, support, and encouragement. You know, the time really flew by, in part because of the pace of the work and the travel. We have visited every district in the heart of America for a club or district or zone event and engaged hundreds of Rotarians in the heart of America and around the world. Over 3 years, I attended 6 multi-district PETs comprising a total of 22 districts and have spoken to several thousand club presidents-elect. We attended 6 club centennial celebrations, and boy, was that a privilege to be in Rotary clubs that have been in existence and serving humanity and making a difference for 100 years. We've attended 6 regional leader seminars and met multiple times with district and club leaders. We attended and spoke at 3 foundation dinners, 7 district conferences comprising 10 districts, and several club and district special events. The diversity and the impact of Rotary in the heart of America is absolutely spectacular. Rotary in the heart of America is a gift to the world, it's serving humanity, and is truly making a difference. I can honestly say that the 26 districts in zones 30 and 31 are among the strongest and the best in the world. Yeah! And that's because of you. During our travels, Ron and I met thousands of Rotarians, all working to improve the lives of people in their communities and around the world. The fellowship and hospitality that was extended to us everywhere we went was absolutely amazing. We traveled to England, India, and Australia to represent the President, and to Brazil, South Korea, and Atlanta for conventions, and to Bangkok, Thailand for another Rotary Institute. The governance part of the job requires extensive preparation, relationship building, and many, many meetings. And in addition to the board meetings, 3 a year, I also served on 8 different committees and chaired or co-chaired 3 of these. Rotary is a volunteer organization, and it's only through our imagination and creativity and dedication and commitment of our Rotarians, each of you in the audience and the Rotarians in your clubs and districts, that we achieve such a tremendous impact. And I am humbled by this every time we visited with Rotarians and saw the work they do. I want to sincerely thank the hundreds of Rotarians who served in one or more of the following offices. And just for the heck of it, if I read this office, if you stand up and remain standing, you will see what a team it takes to make Rotary work. So if you have served as, during my term as director the last 2 years, a district governor, regional coordinator and their assistants, committee members and volunteers for Rotary Institutes in Baton Rouge and Cincinnati, and especially I want to thank our chairs Tom Ashford and Elizabeth Yusevich, Heartbeat newsletter editor Jane Malloy, the membership and visioning zone teams, and those many others who have served in numerous capacities to strengthen and keep Rotary strong in our zones. I sincerely thank you from the bottom of my heart. Our regional teams have worked to bring new perspectives to membership attraction and engagement. Our emphasis on club visioning has resulted in about 3/4 of our districts now having qualified and trained visioning teams that are working with the clubs in our districts for a long-term result and a long-term benefit. Our giving to our Rotary Foundation and to polio eradication have reached new and higher levels every single year. And most of all, I thank the Rotarians in the heart of America who do the selfless work of Rotary every single day of the week in their clubs, in their communities, and in other places around the world. Rotarians are the heroes. They are the heroes, and this was really the whole focal point of our travels and the purpose for which we served. At every stop, we were impressed, inspired, and amazed at the imagination and fellowship and commitment of Rotarians. It is they who make a difference around the world. I want to especially thank my husband and life partner, Ron Apoon, for his extraordinary love and support, in addition to his exceptional service as my driver and my bag man. He makes me smile every single day, and there were some days that was really, really important. He is an amazing Rotarian and friend to all in our zones. In fact, he's such a friend to many of the people in our zones that they rush by me to hug him. And you know who I mean out there. Because he's been such an integral part of the training, of our spouse partners and our Rotarians. See, there's his fan club right over there. And I invite Ron to say a couple of words also, if he would wish to do so.
Thank you, sweetheart. It is a little bit of a different perspective to be both an active Rotarian and a Rotarian partner. And it's really given me some wonderful opportunities to meet a lot of different people doing a lot of different things. But I know a wise Rotarian years ago by the name of John Germ said, you know, Rotary is a people business, and this is all about people. And for me, this experience has been all about the people. From our first trips to our last trips, everyone was special, everyone was great. Never underestimate the ability of Rotarians to get the job done. That's one thing that I was reminded of every single trip, because you find out what everybody's doing in your backyard and around the world. So for all of you, I say thank you for giving both of us this opportunity to be a small part of your last 2 years.
Thank you, honey. And so now my email has slowed down to a trickle. We get to stay home more than 3 nights in a row. Our dog has become acquainted with us, and we relish being able to attend our home Rotary Club meeting almost every week and participate in our service projects, because that's where the action happens in Rotary every day, every week, with Rotarians around the world. I know Director Gregg will serve with distinction during this year and next. I had a hand of training and preparing him, and though he's a bit hard-headed, I think he has some potential. Continuity in leadership is essential in keeping our organization strong. And even though each of us may have our own goals and innovations and unique style, we all work together to strengthen Rotary such that our clubs and our members make a difference, because we have to remember that as directors, that is our primary function. Catherine Taylor-Yank and I were governor classmates together, and that's how we got to know them. They are not only our colleagues, but our good friends and our traveling companions. And we wish Catherine and Greg every success during the next 2 years as they serve with distinction as our director from Zones 30 and 31. At its core, Rotary works because of the relationships we build in our clubs and in our districts and in our zones around the world. And that's one of the main reasons we are all here this weekend. In just the few hours we've been here today, we've been embraced by a couple of hundred members of our Rotary family, as each of you have been embraced by your Rotary family. And it is our Rotary family and others like it around the world that makes such a difference in the way we affect the lives of others. Thank you, dear friends in the heart of America, for entrusting us with this responsibility over the past 2 years. And thank you, Rotary, for making a difference in the world. Thank you all. We love you.